Oh, we have such a mess in my room. It's not even fun. Also, I'm sorry that the lights are glaring up there. I'm dying. Okay. Hello, it is I again. It has been too long. I am a dingus and I don't make videos, and I would have made one last weekend, which I kind of already started it, but I deleted it because it's like I didn't do enough to make in the video, and also I'm not like professional, so it don't even matter. So I'm just doing another one of these annoying videos of just me talking for a long time. It's gonna be great. Woo, here we go. I don't even know what I did last time in my video, so let's just talk about what's happened recently. What has happened recently? Oh, the Day of Hearts. This one. Valentine's. Yes, I ate my candy. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? No, I did not receive that candy from a lovely person under 20. My mother got it for me because we love her and she loves me and it's great. But in other words, I'm still single, ladies. Anyway, regardless. So yeah, I did do Valentine's, but I did it at the hospital. I still have my thing. Ta-da. Yeah, that's fun. You may be wondering, what the heck you doing in the hospital? Honestly, same. Now, I was in the hospital because of appendicitis. This is trying to be a fun video, I'm sorry. Also, fake glasses. I can't even English. Fake glasses make me look, I don't know, different, and it's not bad. Okay. So yeah, I had appendicitis. If you don't know what that is, why? Anyway, so appendicitis, the appendix, which is still not really known by science why it's there. It does something, but we don't know what the heck it does. So it's understandable. So the appendicitis is when bacteria, bad bacteria, as my mother likes to call them, the bad bugs, I don't know, she's weird, but I love her. But they like, there's bacteria on that thing, or in it, I don't know, and then they spread rapidly, and so it causes a little mucho pain. So yes, on Wednesday, I would say, but yeah, the Wednesday, before Valentine's, that's the day. Wednesday before Valentine's, I finished doing some sign language homework, right? And that's me recording myself doing the symbols, the signs, like, you know, summon a something. I'm summoning something. No, it's not how sign language works. And no, I am not on drugs right now. I'm just bored and I haven't done a video. And I just had dinner, so I feel good. So on Wednesday, I finished my assignment, and literally 10 seconds later, I was like, oh yeah, my stomach is kind of hurting. And so I was like, hey, this whole area is hurting, kind of on the right side. Just letting you know, if it's hurting on the right side, you want to get, frick, I tripped. Let me try that again. Let me tell you, if your right side is hurting on like the abdominal area and it's hurting, you better get that thing checked fast because it could be appendicitis, and if that appendix bursts, my goodness gracious, is that deadly. Like, it's really bad, trust me. No way, no. So on Wednesday, I was like, ooh, it don't feel good. And it was almost in the evening. It was already a little later, so we didn't really do much about it. And so Thursday we went to check up, make sure my insurance or whatever is doing okay, make sure I can survive whatever it would be that I would have to go through. And so it was good, it was fine, and I was like, okay, I'll go to do my normal school stuff. Yeah, did I do my normal school stuff? I don't remember. No, I did. Yeah, I just went to work because I'm pretty sure class was canceled on Thursday. No, it was not. So I missed the whole morning. That's what happened. See, I am a dingus sometimes. No, but I woke up with a lot of pain. That's what it was. And so I didn't go for half the day on Thursday, and then there was a Chi Alpha event, and I did not show up because I was at the doctor. So from the doctor, I went home and got some soup. Smart to get on liquids only. If you're suffering any kind of illness, go for soups. Very helpful. And tea. Love my teas. So did that, and then I went to class. I went to class. No, I went to work. But yeah, I mostly went for class, but I did work a little bit before as well. And so that night I tried sleeping. Not fun sleeping whenever you're in freaking pain. So then on Friday, on Valentine's Day, the Happy Hearts, I went to the hospital, and from 9 a.m. we got there at 9 a.m. By 3, I was in the hospital room. I was in the ER getting my appendix removed. That was fun. The procedure itself takes like only 20 minutes, so it's not like that bad, but I mean, they knock you out. So I was dead for 3 hours. Not dead, I was asleep. But not only had they to remove the appendix, they also found part of the colon, like a little bit, was also infected, so they took that out too. So I would have been able to leave that day. Do not call me, I am busy right now. Sorry. She's gonna come running in a minute, but that's okay. I'm gonna just keep zacking, and if she comes in, I'll just say hi, Mom, and she'll say hi to you guys too. There are 7 people who is watching this. I don't know how many actually. No, I can see that, but I'm busy. No, she can't hear me, and that's okay. I'm gonna just keep going because I can. And so Friday, got the appendix removed. I woke up around 6, and then they moved me into a hospital room just to like, sleep and recover. And so, wow, I say and a lot. I am so sorry. I'm terrible with these run-on sentences. Saturday, I wasn't feeling too good, because they fill you up with gas when they do surgery, so I was feeling a little gassy. And that is the way you get rid of it, is you do the little gases. It was funny. It was great. The whole thing was on my Instagram. Yeah, I did put it on Instagram. But my Snapchat story. So follow me on Snapchat. I don't know. Nums. So Saturday, they were like, okay, it wasn't too bad. He should be able to leave today, but we'll still check things up. And I ended up staying until Sunday, which is still fine. I did go through a lot of pain, like really bad, because of gas bubbles in my right shoulder, and it became really, and I do really mean really hard to breathe. Like, it was super painful. I was killing in pain. I couldn't walk really, like, anytime I would try to, and then I was hyperventilating. That's an English word, I know. I have summoned them. Hello. Can I help you?
Yes.
I've been yelling, telling you I'm busy.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
You were going to tell us about what happened.
No, I will in a minute. I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
It's because something happened today. I mean, I'm getting to that too. Don't worry. But like, I told him I was gonna tell him once we got home and Dad was busy and stuff. But I'll finish here and then I'll go tell him as well. So appendix, finished, blah, 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 blah. And so I got home on Sunday. Monday, I was bedridden at home. I just stayed at home all day. And then I just went to class. I did go on class on Monday. I was like super duper not walking very well at all, but it was sign language class. So even if I was doing anything, I just needed my hands, which is fine, to get through a day of class. And then it didn't last so long either. I think we did end a little bit early. So I was like, oh, that's wonderful. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back to bed and suffer, taking my drugs that they told me to take because of the pain. Yes, I did drugs for a little bit, but they were medical drugs. I don't do drugs at all. I don't like them. Which I ran out of them now, so I'm totally fine now. I'm just on like, for fever, because I have fever every once in a while, which is still fine. It's normal for this kind of things. Either way, so Tuesday, class was canceled, and so I didn't even go to school at all. And so no work for 2 days, which is perfectly fine. Then yesterday, Wednesday, today's Thursday if you can't tell. You can't. It's a normal room looking. Anyway, on Wednesday, I did go back in for normal. I felt really good. I wasn't in pain really at all. I do know where this, I can feel where the stitches are. There are 3 incisions. They're really small, right around the belly button, like, beep, beep, beep. And my belly button's here and they go, beep, beep, beep. So those are the 3 incisions, and then appendix was on this side, and I can't tell if this is right until I post it. I don't care. So pretend this is the right side. Anyway. So, there you go. And so, yesterday was normal day. Except I finished my joke. And then today, oh my gosh, I'm about to tell the story. Hey, don't listen! I'm telling the story now! Unless y'all want to come in for it. Y'all want to come in for the story? I'm gonna tell the story for the people.
The people?
The people. Hello, this is my mother. You've seen them before.
People?
Hello, this is my father.
Alright.
Just the YouTubes, y'all know this. Anyway, okay. I'm about to do the story if y'all want to sit and listen.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So, this morning, my lovely father, hello father, I love you. He took me to school. At 8:30, we left the house, and we got to the school at about 9. And so I get out of the car, and the whole school was in front of the Idea store. That's where I work at school. It's a little separate building from the whole campus. Literally, like, the whole school was outside of the Idea store. Like, all the people were there. And I was like, yo, what's poppin'? I saw a couple of my sign language, other people's. I can't English. I don't know English. What are they called? Classmates. Thank you, mother. So I saw a couple of my classmates since sign language, you know, so I kind of like, hey, what's happening in sign language? And they're like, which is fire. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. I am a child. I like fire sometimes. But so I get there and I walk inside. It's full of people, as expected if the whole school's there. And so I kind of like get behind the desk and I'm like, cool, there was a fire, I guess. They didn't really know. Apparently it happened earlier that day too. There was a fire alarm. And so they're like there for another 5 minutes and then they all left. Apparently, I don't know, it was cleared until everyone went back. Not even 10 minutes later, they all come outside again. And there was no fire alarm that time, but they were just told to get out and to evacuate. And I was like, okay, welcome back everyone. And they're like, so was the fire real or not? Obviously, because some people sat back down and then had to get up 10 seconds later. Like, it was crazy. And it is midterms as well, so some people had tests and stuff, which obviously got moved to another date. And so everyone's in the Idea store yet again. And about 2-3 minutes later, the police come in saying everyone needs to evacuate, like, the whole campus, including us in the Idea store. So everyone, the whole campus was empty, so everyone had to go outside for a little while. We all went to the main entrance rotunda, which was kind of dumb. We're inside. We're trying to not be close to the fire, but regardless. And so everyone's in the rotunda now. And then 2 minutes later, they're like, everyone go to the cafeteria. And there was an event in the cafeteria. It was the school fair. So the other universities were around. And they were having their event there, which is funny because there were still people there for some reason when they evacuated the whole campus. And so, you know, everyone's doing that now because it's something to do until we get the go-ahead. And we kind of waited it out a little bit. I got to go talk to some universities. I talked to DBU, which we need to talk about later. My lovely parents right over there. They're at the door listening. And so did that, and then we got the go-ahead to go back to the Idea store to work. Why are you breaking things? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's fine. So we got the go-ahead to go back to work. And so we went back to work. A few people came with us because we was talking the whole time. And just kind of laughing about the fire, wondering if it was real or not. And then we get messages about, hey, the whole TREF building, which is the that side, that whole building was closed down. Like, they just closed the whole thing. No class, no nothing for now. Supposedly it was going to be all day, which is understandable if there was a fire. Who knows how big it was? We don't know yet. We know nothing yet at this point. And so they closed the whole thing down. We're just in the Idea store. And people are starting to wonder what's happening. We see a couple of people trying to walk towards the building. We're like, hey, it's closed. There was apparently a fire, and it was also dumb because no one got any alerts. Like we have an app, Alertis app, no alerts at all about a fire. Nothing of that was normal. It was just dumb. It was weird. And so we did that, and then about a half hour later, they cleared the building, and so they can go back in. And then things just resumed as normal. And my class did get canceled. I did email my professor since there was no alerts or anything. No one who wasn't there at the time wouldn't have known anything. Like, there was people who were like, why is everyone over here? Like, because there was a fire. Like, I never heard of it. It's dumb. It was weird. Like, we have a system for that and it wasn't used. It was kind of crappy. And so I did email my professor, so he did email saying that the confirmation of a fire, it was on the 6th floor in the girls' bathroom. Apparently set fire to tissues or something. An interesting thing is that not too far away at a high school at the same time, there was another fire as well. So I highly doubt it was like preconceived. I just think it was a coincidence kind of, but it was just interesting that they happened at the same time. And so they still have smell. It still smells like smoke at the school when I left at 5 o'clock-ish. So all of that, it was fun. It was hilarious to me because, I don't know, I was excited. It's been a week, obviously, with appendicitis and this now. So that was interesting. There's the story. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, there was no injuries at all that we know of. And classes had to resume. Luckily, if your test was during those hours that the whole shebang was going on, there wasn't any tests or anything like that, luckily. But yeah, we would have had class later today since it was in the evening. I would have actually just been getting home around now. I'm not even kidding. It is like almost 7. It's like 7:15ish, I think. So I would have been getting home around now. Not fun. It is a 4-hour class. It's also an 8-week course, so of course it's gonna be a while. And I'm about to hit my final in April. Not April. What am I talking about? That's the full semester. In March. So in the second week, I believe it is, first or second of week of March. Which is obviously right before spring break. So that would be yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. So your boy survived a surgery of the appendix, which again is super dangerous. It didn't rupture, luckily, at all. And a fire. Not really. It wasn't that bad of a fire. But it was just really weird. And yeah, I did laugh about it because it was such an interesting case that happened that no one knows really what happened. But either way, my professor did cancel class just to make sure that faculty and whatever can clear everything up, clear the air, because it really did still smell like smoke when I left. I walked through the building. I had to walk through the building to get out and go home. But anyway, that's been a week. It's amazing how much has happened. All this is fake, obviously, as you can tell. They're fake glasses. Anyway, the worst part, though, about my whole surgery is that I had to take off my bracelets. It's terrible. These things take forever to put back on. I am so annoyed. But that's okay, because I'm alive. And I don't know when I don't know when I'm making another video, and I also don't know when I'm going to do more art. I do owe someone art for tomorrow, which I did finish a while back, but it is personal, so ain't nobody going to share that one. Unless they decide to, because it's just in their hands now. But, so while I was in the hospital, my lovely friend Mary, hello Mary, if you watch this, because I know you would. Thank you so very much. She brought these to me in the hospital. I haven't been able to use them just yet, just because I was released the very next day. But I do like the color pencils. Not many options, but I do like them anyway. Since I have a bunch of the sketching pencils in this brand, I want to see how the color pencils hold up to that. As for the sketch diary paper, doesn't feel too bad. It is super smooth, so I am a little bit like, about it. I don't know. To me, colored pencils look really nice on rougher paper. Not too rough though, obviously. It's just the class is talking. Don't worry. Obviously, I'm not like this regardless. That's about it. I have to go do some homework since I did miss a couple days. So I will be back whenever things happen. That has been a YouTube video, and it's been 20 minutes. So that means I'm getting money. I'm kidding. Ain't nobody getting more from this movie. Okay. I say goodbye now. And please like if you like this video. If you don't, that's perfectly fine because I don't like half the videos I make. Subscribe if you want to. Ain't nobody mind if you don't. But it would be nice if you did. So subscribe, become a... I forget what I used to say so long ago. And it's still in my, like, bio or something like that. But, like, this is a kingdom, become a peasant. No, don't become a peasant. No, but be part of my kingdom. Why not? Because of my name, Rocky the Third, being royalty and etc. etc. It'd be the okay. So subscribe if you want to, like the video, hit the little bell because again, I rarely make these videos, which I mean, just come check in another month or two. I'll probably have another one again. I don't mind. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm gonna go do some homework now. I did forget to mention I do go tomorrow, Friday, to get my checkup to make sure it's healing properly. And so that's all. Sayonara. Hi though. I don't know. That is all. I am ready to go homework. And tomorrow's worship night. See, there's so many things I keep forgetting. I'm a dingus, and I've mentioned this before. I have terrible memory. If they ask me what I've been eating for the past week, I don't know. I really don't. I forgot my milkshake, and I had bought it last night. And I still didn't drink it. I'm a dingus. I need to go now. I need an outro. What item should I use? Tissue box with lotion, because my mother cares about me.